Hey guys, welcome back to Healing Intuition. My name's Corey. I'm a little winded. I was just chasing Maui around. But anyways, welcome back. I'm here to help you create a happy, healthy, and wealthy life. Let's do a pick a card. Let's do a pick a card. La-di-da-di-da. Thank you, everyone, for being here, for all the likes, shares, and subscribes, everyone who's booking, sending in donations, and all of that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm very grateful. I think those are our two cards, but we'll shuffle through the rest. And I'm pretty sure those are it. I was feeling a two-piler. My kids will be home. Well, one of my kids is at a slumber party. The other one will be home at 9, which is, you know, it's past 9 for you already. But in about 45 minutes or so. So, okay. So, with the earth at the bottom of the deck, earth element, I really feel like this is not something that's going on in the spiritual. This is more physical, 3D matrix realm things. Okay. Just a general theme. Now there may be some talk, you know, I feel like there is some energy as far as what's going on in the spirit with you. But this feels very much like this is physical stuff. Okay. Let me write these down. Okay. Let me just catch my breath for a minute. Oh, I forgot. You guys gotta pick the piles. My goodness. Sorry. There's something significant about that because I do this every time. So pile 1 is going to be this Forget Me Not card. And then pile 2 is going to be this Discovery card. You guys are probably like, hello? Are you new to this? Are you new? Yeah, that's a pretty significant energy too. Are you new? Somebody's new. Anyways, pile 1. Pile 1. If you chose the Forget Me Not pile here. So forget-me-nots are actually a flower. I don't know much about them other than they're a flower, and you probably all knew that as well. In this card, they're represented in purple, okay? The color purple might be significant, the fact that I'm being drawn to that. There's something about, which I've never, ever really been called to talk about this, but with these cards, but I'm really drawn to these little dragons. There's something about dragon energy here, okay? I really want to state the obvious and say that there are, you know, people, like you're leaving people behind, and there are people that don't want you to forget about them, and they're trying to place things in your life in order for you not to forget about them. But I feel like it's like, I wanted to state that's very obvious though to me, so that it really feels like it actually goes much deeper than that. It goes much deeper than just some people seeing you, leaving them behind, and them just fearing you forgetting about them. So let's find out, because I do feel like this is, like, I feel it like in the pit of my stomach. This is pretty deep. Whatever this is probably something generational. It might have something to do with your family. This is not surface level stuff, okay? This is not just some ex. It's not just, you know what I mean? This is, there's some sort of like fear here that your family had about you leaving them behind. because there's something to that. There's a reason that they feared that, okay? Because if you leave them behind, then there's something that they are threatened by. You know, it's a reaction, right? For every action, there's a reaction. And that you leaving them behind, there's a reaction that they fear here, okay? Again, this is generational. This is clearly some like generational trauma and bonding and curses and things that you're breaking. And I can only, because they fear that you are breaking these, I can only imagine that they wouldn't want these to be broken, right? So these might be family members that, you know, I just sense with the purple here, it does feel like a very powerful bloodline, okay? A bloodline with a lot of power, okay? In any sense of the word, however that resonates, it just seems like a very powerful. And so maybe for generations the bloodline was using this power in ways that clearly only benefit them and potentially hurt others. For some of them it's intentionally hurt others. You came here to break this, okay? And yeah, look at the power that she holds. This is the King of Wands, but in the feminine energy. There's a lot of power. You know what I'm saying? And I'm also feeling this energy of see, it looks like it's coming off, but I'm getting the energy of it's coming back, right? All this power is coming back to her wand. So you are pulling the power back from these people who have been using it incorrectly, okay? You're calling your power back. You're calling the bloodline power back, okay? And so that it can be used for good. Yeah, this has taken a lot of strategy. This has taken a lot of work. This isn't something that you just discovered one night. You're like, oh shit. I'm sorry about my dog in the background. Maybe we'll just give him a minute. Hey, Maui. Buddy. I do feel like if you are feeling like you're being energetically attacked right now, or your kids or your pets, or okay, you are. Please don't take that as this is only for people who have had that feeling, okay? Not for anyone else, okay? If you've been feeling like that, then that is the case. Please don't take that and run with it, because it's not for everybody, okay? But there's been strategy here, all right? But you've done it. Okay, this bloodline might be extremely powerful manifestors, okay? Very powerful manifestors here, all right? But again, using it for the wrong things. There's something very significant about maybe healing your root chakra right now, okay, with all this red. And this behind her really is reminding me of the root chakra. You might be really focused on your stability or your, you know, just in general safety, feeling secure, you know, your trust. You might also be working on that, and maybe some of your faith, you know, really grounding yourself, getting rooted into, you know, I feel like you're shifting into a reality, and you need to really get grounded into it, okay? You are going to start seeing things change, okay? And it's like things are, and you can feel it, but I mean, like you're literally, I'm drawn back to this over here. You've been feeling the change within you, whatever this is, okay? But you haven't really seen a whole lot of it. Please expect, you got to know that this change is here, like within the next for some of you, days with it, and it's going to come through in subtle little changes that are just going to continue to snowball into big changes and things that you've been manifesting, okay? Like, I'm really drawn to, you know, it's like all these different worlds here are representing different realities, right? And I think that you are shifting, you know, you're kind of in the middle here, shifting to whichever direction you want to go in. But it really feels like, to me, with this hanging down, it's like somebody up here is holding on to this, right? But with her holding on to this one, it may seem smaller, right? But she is in control, right? This is her reality. This is the matrix, okay? And it feels like maybe you're still just kind of in the 3, you're still seeing a little bit of this, but you're really in this new reality, right? And I'm also feeling drawn to say that this is smaller because this is a state of consciousness, right? Shifting into a new reality, one that aligns with the internal work that you've done. Okay. And not a lot of people are doing that. And so it doesn't require such a, right. This is just, it's not saying you're actually going to a smaller world, right? You're just, it's not as crowded. We'll say that. Yeah. It's like a reset for it feels like a reset for your bloodline. What you're doing is creating a reset for your bloodline. And so it's like starting over the game of Monopoly. And so you get all the stuff that you would have gotten, you know what I mean? What do you get at the beginning? You get a character, right? You get the avatar, you're already the avatar, right? And you get some money, okay? Or whatever it is, right? I don't know. It just seems like there's like a reset, like, you know, it may be a reset. What I'm talking about is a reset in the matrix, right? And when this reset happens, okay, we're splitting off into the new earth, right? And so when this reset happens, the old matrix is going to reset itself, but a lot of us are not going to be on that plane, right? On that timeline, okay? Okay, and so because there's different timelines and you've called back all this power, they can't access it anymore. Like, that's literally the end of the line. Whoa. Yeah. Some sort of end here. The Ten of Wands. But, the Ten of Wands usually talks about burdens. And maybe there's a lot of responsibilities. Maybe there's a lot of things that you have got going on, or that whatever it may be. But the thing is here's where you're different than most, right? You see all of these as beautiful flowers. That's not heavy. What she's got on her back is not heavy. And sure, maybe it seems happy because she's leaning over, but you could also perceive this as she's leaning over to pick up another flower. Another blessing. This is about perception. You know what I'm saying? This is about seeing what most people would consider burdens as blessings. It's a shift in perception. This alone is carrying you to the new earth. Energetically, consciously, right? There's been some sort of illusion. We've all been in an illusion. You know what I mean? The Matrix is an illusion, but this feels like this is you taking your power back, right? There's some sort of, there's something significant that, it's like you've been under a spell. You've been in an illusion. This has to do with this family. Like, this message is not for everyone, but it's coming through very strong that maybe, family has had you in some sort of an illusion that has to do with lack and unworthiness, and you know what I mean? Because this fear of you breaking, you know what I mean? Like, they want to keep the power. They want to keep the power because they know if you do this, if you break these curses, if you are calling it back. That is what has been written. That is in the contract. And they don't know how to live without the power. And as you continue to call this power back, I think that you're going to recognize, like, you're gonna realize, like, damn. Like, you are going to see how quickly this is coming back to you, and how you are, just how powerful you are, how powerful this bloodline is. You know what I'm saying? And there's a reason that you had to heal in order to get to this point. This has been the plan all along. This was always going to happen. This was never not going to happen. Even when you were at your lowest point, that you were protected all along. That was supposed to happen. This everything. I didn't want these to be too long. Let's get some final messages here. More cards. We're gonna get this one. This deck. It's like you had this power when you were born, and then it was like taken from you through some sort of illusion or some sort of something, and you were hidden, or you know what I'm saying, because you didn't lose all of it, or it was just masked or something. You know what I mean? Like, there was something, and what I really want to say in a big way is that you were hidden, right? It was discovered that who you are is who you are, and the power that you possess is yours. And yeah, you were hidden, and it was taken, or you were made to forget, or you know what I mean? You've been in some sort of illusion, and you're waking up to that, right? You're not just waking up to the matrix and waking up to the lies and all of those things. You're waking up to you. You're remembering you and who you were born to be, who you were when you were born, because you've been put in you've been misled your entire life. And I just don't think you understand the extent of it. If your family's already like distanced themselves, and you know what I mean, like they expect this, you gotta, yeah. The source of the universe, transformation, third eye chakra. I'm not joking. The violet flame, protection. You are remembering. in the physical who you are. You're going to be shown your power, okay? Wow. Beautiful. Okay, Padawan, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much. Again, if you want to book a reading with me, that is in the description box below. Otherwise, we'll see you next time. Pile 2. If you chose this discovery card, this is your reading here. Let me get a little drinky of water. And I'm also going to get a cough drop. Pile 2, I think that this is just this alone is very significant. I'm being drawn to say, you know what I mean? Like, I know that I am starting your pile, but I'm going to do what I need to do for me first before I dive in and do this for you. You know what I'm saying? Like you are doing for you first before you're doing for others, right? You're no longer like stopping what you're doing or putting other people, you know, their whatever. You get it. You understand. You're not doing that anymore. And I think that you're discovering that this is like magical in itself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you do that for you, and the universe is also going to reflect that in your life some way or somehow. Okay? I also feel like you're just like really like really just learning yourself. Also, like, there's this discovery of confidence in yourself. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just like, damn, I love me. You know what I mean? Like, finally this energy of like, you know what? I'm a pretty fucking badass person. You know what I mean? Like, you know, maybe you've been going through some sort of time where you were reflecting, right? And looking back and just really recognizing. And I think there's also this energy of healing, like perfectionism, right? There's also this energy of recognizing that you were the only one that was really thinking these thoughts about yourself, right? I mean, there's probably haters and stuff like that, but just in general, like, you were the only one that was really judging yourself most of the time. And so, like, you're discovering, you're allowing yourself to not judge yourself, and it's really freeing. There's just this energy of freedom, like you're giving yourself freedom. You know what I mean? Like, you're giving yourself permission to be authentic and to not be so hard on yourself. It's like stepping out of survival mode and stepping into like this Empress energy of just like super attracting everything. You know what I mean? And like, I don't know. It just... like, this is boss lady stuff. You know, like, that's what this energy is. Messages for pile 2, please. We got the Emperor and we've got the Queen of Swords here. I want to get some more on this because I'm getting, this feels like other people. This doesn't feel like you. This feels like other people that, so let's see why they're here. This Emperor is giving me like father-like energy, or this is very similar to pile 1, honestly. But this Emperor is giving me more of a kind, okay, energy. One that probably lives in his head a lot, okay, so might be an air sign. It doesn't have to be a father, like your father, okay? This is somebody who just has that nurturing, like this is a nurturing male, okay? This is not, now they do live in their head, but their thoughts are abundant, right? They have an abundant mindset. Okay, and it's like this is somebody who's very gentle and kind of has, you know, a feminine nature to him sometimes, but you know, just gentle and nurturing and kind. Now, this Queen of Swords, she feels a little sneaky, okay? But on the other hand, okay, so now I'm getting another energy here that for some of you, these are actually your masculine and your feminine energies, okay? So I'm getting a little bit of the Queen of Swords here that is a little bit sneaky, right? But I'm also, more so, I'm getting this energy of a Queen of Swords that this would be like your energy as far as you are, and you see 10 steps ahead, okay? You're very, very, very connected to, you're constantly getting downloads and information and, you know what I mean? Like communication from the divine, constantly, okay? You are like one with the divine, maybe more than you recognize. That's what this discovery is you have healed this masculine energy. Now, ideally, we want your feminine energy to be the Empress energy, right? Ideally, that's what we want, okay? I think your feminine energy is still healing a little bit. It might be healing from a past relationship, okay? It feels like it's your heart that's healing still a little bit, okay? I don't want to take these cards. But what I really feel like is with this card right here, it feels like she's going through a large heart chakra awakening. So honestly, with the Nine of Cups popping out here, I feel like you're shifting into that Emperor, Empress energy. Okay, now let's, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so, man, I'm suddenly getting a lot of pain right here. Okay, I don't know, what that's from or what that would be significant to, but, okay. Tell me about this Emperor, please. I think my daughter's home.